Hey guys, it's me again. Okay, so today we're finally going to write a script. It won't be too sophisticated, but what you're going to need to learn in this video is really important. Before we write anything, we're going to need to create a .rampy file. To do so, we need to change a File Explorer setting. This is only valid for Windows. Go to your File Explorer setting and click on View tab. Switch to the View tab again, but in a new window. Look for the Hide Extensions for Known Types option, and make sure it's disabled. If you changed it, don't forget to click on Apply. Now you will need the file extension for all your files. Go to your Mods Game folder and create a text document. Rename it to story.rampy and make sure to remove the text extension. If you did it correctly, Windows will ask you if you really want to do it. So just click yes. Alright, let's open it. Right click on the file and left click on Open With. A window will ask you which program the OS should open the file with. Make sure you enable Always Use this app to open Rampy files. Choose your text editor. If you can't see your text editor, you'll have to manually look for the executable. Ours is Visual Studio Code, so let's choose it. Alright, we finally opened the file, so let's start coding. The first thing we'll write is label story and a colon. Before we go any further, you'll have to understand labels. I don't think you'll ever need more than one if you don't make your mods playable, but you should still know what they are. A label exists to be called or jumped to. If we only declare a label like we just did, it'll never be called or executed. To create a label, you'll need to write the label statement followed by its name. Here we have the statement and the name, which is story. But what will the label execute? It will execute its definition. Every time you see a colon in front of a statement, it's because it's being defined. It doesn't matter what the statement is. Let's make the label do something. Under the declaration of the label, write, "Hey, I'm alive." As you can see, this sentence is placed between two double quotes. This is a string. A line of dialogue needs to be a string. A string without any letters or words around it is said by the narrator. In DDLC, it's in MC's mind. Okay, so we have dialogue now. However, it'll never be called, and if it gets called, it'll give us an error. If you programmed or coded in Python before, you should know that every line it's linked to is a statement that needs to have 4 spaces behind it. It's the same thing here. We need to add 4 spaces before our string of code tells us to interpret that line as part of the label. If you want to use tab in Visual Studio Code, you need to set the editor up so it knows you want 4 spaces instead of the actual tab. Click here, choose the Using Spaces option, and then choose 4. You can now click on tabs instead of clicking on space 4 times. Nice, now we got rid of the error. It's still not to be called though. To call it, we need to open a new script. Open script.rampy. Replace this with call story. Make sure it has 4 spaces behind it, not 8. Alright, now let's start the game. As you can see, the dialogue appears when we click on New Game. How do we make the other characters talk though? Just add the first letter of a doki's name as a space behind your string. If you want the player to talk, you just need to use MC or player. If you want a character to say the player's name, you need to write player with brackets around it where the character would say the name. It has to be in a string like every line of dialogue. If you want to use double quotes in a string, make sure you add a backslash before the double quotes. The backslashes need to be in a string too. With that in mind, you can create great stories without visuals, but we are modding a visual novel. So naturally, we want visuals. To show a character, you need to add the show statement, the name of the character, the expression, and the position. You can also precise the Z order. A lot of modders make what I consider a mistake when it comes to show statements. It won't give you an error, but it's a waste of time. If your character has already been shown, you don't have to write every property of the show statement again. For example, if you show Sayori 1A at T11, but you only want to change her position after one line, you could just write show Sayori at T21. Oh, right, what are the expressions and positions? I call them expressions, but they're actually images. The number is a pose and the letter is an expression. There's a great cheat sheet for this available in the description. The positions are also on the cheat sheet. The letter of the position says how the character will appear. The letters can also be found on the cheat sheet as well. The Z order precises the top order. If someone's Z order is higher than another character, then he or she will be on top of it. It doesn't matter if you know your character won't collide with another one. To precise a Z order, you need to write Z order with the number you want. I rarely set it to more than 5, so let's test this. Who should we show? Me, obviously. Write show Monica 1A at T11. As I said before, the Z order is not necessary. Let's if we say hi or what's up. If we run the game now, you should see me. If we want to easily change a character's expression when it talks, we can precise the expression we want with the character to use after the first letter of his name. Great, we have visuals now. Well, we have one. It'd be nice to have a background. To add a background, let's add a line before we show me. Let's write scene BG club _ day. The scene statement clears the entire screen and shows you a background. BG is to access the background category, and the club _ day is the name of our background. You can find the names of all the backgrounds from the original game on the cheat sheet. It's really useful for when you're a beginner. Now I should see me in the club. So let's add music. To play music, write play music and then the name of the music. Most music from the original game is saying T something. Let's play T3. You can find the name of the music on the cheat sheet too. Alright, perfect. We created a script. Okay, so I'll admit, it's not spectacular, but it does work, and it should give you an idea on how most things are made in Ren'Py. So in the next tutorial, I'll teach you how to make choices and make them influence the game. I hope you learned some useful things in this video. Thanks for watching, everybody! See you next time!